Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Rebels' offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not...
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Quick tempo here for the offense. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this window.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. Finds a crease at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Looking down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage. The defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Pick off to stop the threat.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination. Securing that interception.
From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Godfrey. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. And they will score! Touchdown, Husker! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Raiola. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. He'll keep it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense in hurry-up mode. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 25 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Running into the open space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. flushed out of the pocket. He's in open space downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
Number 13.
Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The give to the tailback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It'll be a draw. Got it into the red red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding.
There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Huskers have it with a first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The give out of the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Milner. And tackled there by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to throw on third. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The handoff to Johnson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Husker! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kemp. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Ives. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College